Hi there, I'm Wayne from the Digital Chowder video blog, and this is my final installment in a four-part series about one of the best web builders out there, Nicepage. It's not an instructional set of videos, but instead I'm focusing on some of the amazing features that make this builder a standout for me. In video number 1, I discuss why Nicepage's subscription plans and the accompanying desktop app are so effective in helping you design both offline and online. It's one of the features that has made it become my go-to choice for all of my web development projects. In video 2, you'll get to witness the amazing design features that Nicepage has to offer, many of which are exclusive only to this platform. Then in the previous video, I presented the diverse publishing choices that come along with the Nicepage desktop app, which includes WordPress, of course, HTML and Joomla as well, and also a direct publishing feature directly to Nicepage servers. In this final video, we'll be exploring Nicepage within WordPress. I will show you how to use the plugin that comes with it to get your website up and running in no time. And as a bonus, I'll also share tips on customizing your site both online and offline. So let's get started. So here we are in WordPress, where we're going to install the website design that we created on the desktop. We actually went through this in the last video, so I'm just going to do a quick review on that. In the desktop app, we exported our website design to a WordPress zip file. And so then we go over to WordPress as we would with any theme, select Appearance in the menu and then Themes. And then here, of course, it's already installed, but we would come up to add a new theme, then upload a theme, and then choose the zip file that we exported from our desktop and install it. And so then we would just simply need to activate our theme and then go in and customize the different features. So I want to go to Pages and now show you the website page that we designed and working with it within Nicepage, because when we installed the theme, it also installed a plugin, a Nicepage plugin, and you'll see it listed here in the menu, and you can do a few things there. But primarily, you're going to be working within each page. And here's our page view. We have only 2 pages. The front page is what we're working with. And we're going to select Edit with Nicepage. All right, so here's our page in the Nicepage editor in WordPress. And the first thing I would want to just point out is that I can do everything I need to do right here within this edit page. Things that you sometimes, like working with menus, often you have to go out to the theme section and select menus and set up your menu there, but it can all be done right here, just clicking on your menu, select menu, and you can work right here to add a page, to reorder the page, to change the URL, and so forth. Also, you can do some of your SEO work here if you don't want to use an SEO plugin. I do use them because they have additional features that are not included here. But if you go to your page and then page settings, here you can add you can add a password if you want to for your page. You can rename the page. Under SEO, you can work with your title, your meta description, your keywords, etc. And this view up here will show you what it will look like on Google. Same thing on social share. Add the info you want along with an image, and it will give you a view of what it will look like on your social media. So we can also, from here, if we want to add a page, we can go to Pages, and here we can add a page. if we had more pages listed, we could go to another page to do our editing and so forth, but no need. We'll just work right here within this page. Now, just to give you a view of the page as it appears online, I'm going to go to a different browser. And here we're in Edge. I'm going to reload it. I want you to notice the animation as it loads. There you go. We talked about animation in our last video, showed how to set it up. These first two blocks are using animation to load. There's various things you can do with the animation. Here is a grid. I'll talk about that more in just a minute. We set up a modal. A modal is a pop-up. You can do whatever you want to with the modal. I like to use slideshows in them, which is what we have done here. We put in an accordion, which allows you to hide information, which offers an option for the viewer if they want that information. So they can click on it and get the additional information, and then click again and get rid of it. Same thing. So it keeps a cleaner view, putting out information at the choice of the viewer. Same thing is true of the tab. Here you have a tab set up. Here are your tabs. The description tab gives this information, but if you click on specifications, you get new information and so forth. Again, a good way to give more information, more data, but at the option of the viewer. All right, so we're going back to the edit page. And so that's what we have on here. One little tip here. You notice we've added some images in this grid, and I'll just emphasize a grid. You can see how you can add 2 columns, you can add 3, you can add another row to it, whatever you would like to do. And I've put images in there, and sometimes I run into a little difficulty getting the images sized as I want them. Now you notice here that you can click on the image and you can select the dots around the size, and you can change the height, you can change the width, and as you do so, it adjusts. As you change the width, it adjusts the height and vice versa to keep the aspect ratio as it needs to be for a good clear picture. But it doesn't always give me the total view that I want, particularly if I have text on the image. It might hide some of that text. I want to show this image, and down below it the same image, and you notice there's just a slight bit more on the size that you can see in this image that is not in this. Not a whole lot in this case, but a little bit. And if that were text, you would be losing a letter or 2 of your text. The difference, of course, you can say, okay, this is larger, which is true, but I am using HTML coding, image tags in this case. Now, if you've not worked with HTML, don't worry about it. This is just a little tip, but those have worked with it. If you will add an HTML feature in this grid, just by clicking, you can click on the plus button up here if you want to, or on the page, come down and select HTML, and put it inside your grid. Then when you click within that HTML block, here is your code over here on the side. And this is just a simple image tag, HTML. And I've put, of course, the address of the image, and then I've added only the width. And with the width, if you include the width but not the height, it will automatically adjust the height to stay within the aspect ratio. And I'm also using a percentage rather than a fixed width so that it will adjust for other devices. You notice if I look at this, this is our desktop view. But if I go to a phone view, notice what it's done. It has stacked the images in the grid. This image here is slightly smaller but it has kept everything in the image within view. Whereas up here, you've lost a little bit of the edges. And so I sometimes revert to the HTML to be able to size the image like I want. All right, just one last highlight, one of my most favorite features. When you're working online, any edits you make, as soon as you save them, assuming that your page is already published, then every time you save an edit, it goes public. And if you're doing extensive editing and recreating on your page, sometimes that save will make public something you don't want to be public because it's unfinished. And for that reason, I like to work offline using the desktop app. So let me just give you a demonstration of how that might work. Okay, let's say that I want to add another block. And anytime you add a block, you have some design work to do. And so rather than do it online, I'm going to do it offline. So I'm going to go to my desktop app. Here's our page. I'm going to go to this bottom block, add block after. Okay, here's my block. And I'm going to select a block that already has some design on it. So this will be text with image. And I'm going to come over and I'll select this block. Okay, there it is. Resize my block just a little bit. All right. And from the top, okay, I'm going to bring that down just a little bit too. Okay, so just some easy ways there to adjust sizing for your block. And I would of course need to add an image to this, which I would do if I were going to really design it. I would change my text, whatever additions I need to make to the edit process here or creation process, and then I'm going to save my changes. And now I'm ready for it to go public. I want to go to the online version. So I'm going to come over here, click on the dots, and come down to export block. And this you see the name of the block here that it's given it an ID. And going to save this to the download folder. All right, now then we're going to go back over to WordPress and we're going to import this block. So I'm going to click on the bottom block and I'm going to click on the dots again and come down to import. All right, now I need to go to my download folder and here's my block. Open it. Importing, and now we have a new block. I can save it, and so now we have a new feature to our page. Now, you can use this also if you have a block that you just want to temporarily take off your page. Maybe it's got information that's not pertinent for a particular period of time. You can export that block offline, import it into your desktop app, and store it there until you're ready to add it back into your page. So there's a variety of ways that you can use this feature, which is one of the reasons that I like it so well. Well, that's all for this video, and I want to encourage you to leave your comments in the comment section below, particularly questions. Something that I'm not clear about, something that I didn't cover that you wish I had, whatever, leave your comments below. Also, if you wish to download a free version of Nicepage and give it a shot, you'll see a link for that down below, as well as a link to my website where you can get into more of my blogs and helpful information. So see you in our next video.